What up, what up, what up, Unbreakable Kicks Army. I hope y'all been getting the notifications. I don't know what's been going on. These apps and stuff, y'all, we still have yet to figure it out. But it also made me want to go ahead and talk about today's video. Now, of course, before we get to that, y'all already know to smash that thumbs up. The thumbs up helped the channel go a long way, Army. I'm not just saying it just to say it. And make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel as well. We already cracked over 208K. Let's keep it moving. Also, with keeping it moving, Army, I mentioned that this is the last week I will be selling the Lightning merch. And I only have a small left in the black jerseys. One small. That's it. Few sizes left on the yellow jersey. I know I only have about 10 of these left. So make sure that y'all go ahead and hit me up on IG if you guys would like to purchase one of the jerseys. Again, each jersey have a special Unbreakable Kicks baseball patch that we decided to throw on each jersey. Last but not least, we got the white friends and family. Again, just like the yellow, only a few select sizes left in the white jerseys as well. So hit me up on Instagram. If you don't have an IG, you can email me at unbreakablekicks@yahoo.com. I've been responding to all emails. Also have a review up of these Air Jordan 13s. I did that review with my pops. So make sure y'all go and check that video out as well. Before I break down the Snkrs app and I show y'all how my account was God-given, I'm talking about level 5 Omega Mutant mode. Man, I miss how my account used to catch W's. I gotta let y'all know that I will be at the Just Nice Sneaker Convention September 18th. And I will be on a panel with the OG Mayor. I'm talking about this is going to be fire. I will be recording that whole panel. Myself and Mayor, we will be just talking about old school, new school, just talking sneakers, man. First time meeting bro, I'm excited about it. He's a legend in the game, and I know he's gonna put me on some game that I probably never ever thought about. So if you are in the New York, New Jersey, tri-state area, wherever you at, heck, if you even in Cali, come slide to the Just Nice Sneaker Convention, because I guarantee you, this is something that you do not want to miss. I will be there, and Mayor will be there, and I'm hella excited about it. Now, I'm about to go ahead and show y'all just the W's that I used to get, man, from OG stuff, man. The 10s, the 6s, the Jordan 1 LA to Chicago's, the Paris to New York, so New York to Paris, Bread 4s, Off-White Jordan 1s, the Jordan 4 Raptors, Off-White Prestos. I'm talking about I was catching dubs, bro. The cap and gowns, and we're gonna talk about the cap and gowns a little bit later because that was a special drop. Shadow 1s, the Game Royals, Cool Grays, the blue Off-White Air Force 1s, Obsidians. Like, my account was golden, Army. My account was golden. And then we get more towards, you know, the later days, and you can see, man, it's been struggle bus. It has been struggle bus with these joints as of late, man. And golly, them good old golden days. But I have noticed since my sister created that account for me, her account been doing okay. Like, this account hit the Travis Scotts for me. This account has hit some of the latest retros. So maybe some of them new accounts are actually catching a lot more W's than I expect. Because keeping a buck, wifey account hasn't hit nothing in almost like 6-7 months. And her account was golden at 1.2. But let's go ahead and break down all of this stuff about the Snkrs app. On to the video. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is because some of these questions always pop up when we are live in the morning. What's the draw? What's a Leo? You know, what's a sneaker pass? What's a sneaker stash? What's this? What's a Snickers bar? What's a Twix? Like, it's always pretty much the same question. So sometimes we see the same question because every day a new sneakerhead is born. So sometimes we just have to regurgitate this information. Let's start out with a sneaker pass, which we had earlier today for the Air Jordan 4 Shimmers. The drop on the Snkrs app where you have to be within a 25-mile radius of your Nike location. So for instance, I got the Nike downtown Chicago, in which I am within a 25-mile radius. Since I'm within that 25-mile radius of my Nike Chicago, I'm able to enter the sneaker stash. Now, if you live in a place where there's literally no Nikes, no Nike stores, you will never be eligible to enter a sneaker pass unless you are within a 25-mile radius. So let's say, for instance, California and New York have plenty of Nike locations. So if you're on vacation, 9 out of 10, if you're going to California or New York for vacation, there's probably will be a Nike location within a 25-mile radius. Now, some sneaker passes that they do for like special ones, they are within a 1 mile radius. So for instance, when they did the Air Jordan 1 homage to Holmes a couple years ago, you literally have to be within a 1 mile radius. So it all depends on what Snkrs app wants to do. So again, a sneaker pass is a drop on the Snkrs app where the shoes will be available at a Nike location. Sometimes you can pick up the following day, or if it's a bigger release, they give you 2 days to pick up. So you can either pick up the shoe on a Saturday or you can pick up on a Sunday depending on the location. Now, I can let y'all know right now, most sneaker passes get botted out. Pretty much 99% of them. I haven't hit a sneaker pass probably within like the last 2 months. Now, a lot of y'all gonna be like, Break, I've never hit one, so you talk about you ain't hit one in the last 2 months. I got some people who hit every rip. Now, I personally feel like the closer you are to the location, the better your chance is. Now, when it comes to sneaker apps like Miss and Traditions, some people believe one thing, some people believe other things. Again, I believe if you are closer to the location, you got a better chance of hitting. For instance, when I go to the barbershop, right now, this year, I'm 2-0 for being able to get a W on a sneaker pass at the barbershop. But again, the barbershop is a lot closer to downtown than it is to my home. I occasionally may get W's on sneaker passes, but it is what it is. Some people are like, I'm never on Wi-Fi for sneaker passes. Some people are, I always use Wi-Fi. Some people like, I use hotspot. So it's a lot of different things you will hear, but again, you just gotta go with what works for you. Next up, you got the sneaker stash. Now, the last time we had a sneaker stash was for those off-white Air Force Ones, the Lemonades, where the location was specifically in Boston, and you had to be probably within 1 mile radius. I don't 100% remember exactly what it was for the off-white Lemonades, but I know when they dropped the blue off-white Air Force Ones, it was the same way, but the sneaker stash was in Chicago. That's again one of those you have to be within a certain mile radius in order for your phone to connect to whatever beacon or whatever phone tower that they typically use. Now, here's the thing when it comes to sneaker passes and sneaker stashes. Most people spoof their location. Now, what is spoofing your location? Spoofing your location is when you can actually have your GPS in a different location than where you currently are. So, for instance, if I want to spoof my location to a California exclusive release, all I have to do is get the program that allows you to spoof, put in the coordinates, and boom, my GPS on my phone will pick up that I am currently in LA. Yes, this sneaker stuff is levels to it. And most of the time when it's a sneaker stash, they actually mail the shoes to you. Sometimes you have to actually pick up. So for instance, with a sneaker pass, you have to pick up the shoes. You have to physically come into the store with the same device that you actually want on the pass. So for instance, if I hit the sneaker pass, the one we just talked about on this phone, I must use this phone to go to Nike and show them that I won. I will not be able to pick up another phone, put in my login and password, and try to go to Nike with that phone. It will not work. Sneaker stash, for the most part, they actually mail the shoes to you. So that's another difference. And Army, we can talk forever about these. I'm just trying to keep them short and sweet and just give y'all just a tidbit of the information. Now, another similarity with a sneaker stash and a sneaker pass is that you can spoof the location for your sneaker pass as well. So let's say if I lived in Springfield, Illinois, right, which is like 2.5 hours away from downtown Chicago, maybe even 3. If you spoof that location, boom, you can be at the Nike store with your GPS, because that's what they're actually picking up from. And if you get the W, just make that 3-hour drive and you go pick up your pair. And also with the sneaker stash, you must be at that location again. So let's say if the event is at the Staples Center, so you must be at the Staples Center. You can't be 10 miles away from the Staples Center. For the one in Boston, you have to be at that actual location. In Chicago, for the blue Air Force One Off-White, you have to be at MCA. You have to be near that location. And also with Sneaker Stash, they also show what percentage of the inventory is left. None of the other drops show you the inventory. So you get in there, you be like, it's 50% left, it's 30% left. So that makes you move a lot faster knowing how much inventory is left. Now, a quick one that we also rarely see is the Jordan Reserve. Now, the Jordan Reserve is a reserve that they give pretty much everybody. It's an open reserve, but you still gotta be quick. Now, the catch to the Jordan Reserve is, let's say if you already hit the shoe, you no longer get another chance. They used to call it a second chance. Now they just call it the Jordan Reserve. For instance, if they did a Jordan Reserve for the Air Jordan 4 Lightnings, the Air Jordan 1 Pollens and the Air Jordan 12 utilities. Since my account, whatever account you're currently on, if that account did not hit any of those, then you get a chance. But let's say, for instance, I hit the grade school and the lightnings. I will no longer get another chance for the lightnings, but I will get a chance for the men pair because I didn't take a W. So again, it's a second chance at grabbing a W. It's open to everybody, but if you hit that first time, you will not get another chance to enter the raffle or enter the draw or enter the line, however they're going to do it. Because they used to just do a line, you just get in line and you see pending. Now, for the most part, sometimes they do a draw, but then they also do in line. So it's a combination of both. It honestly just depends on what Snkrs app is going to do. Next one you got, which is a rare one, we don't really see these like we used to, is the sneaker cams. Now, my favorite sneaker cam that they had was with the Air Jordan 11 cap and gowns. So the sneaker cams are pretty dope because you have to find an image. Now, how it is now, most people on Twitter, like Sneaker Twitter, J23, they will actually tweet the image that you need. Before J23 and them started doing it, you actually have to be at a specific location, kind of like a scavenger hunt, to find that image. Take your phone out with Snkrs, open up the sneaker can, and scan the actual image. Last time we did a sneaker cam, I believe, was for like the Space Jam LeBron nonsense, right? So here's the trick with the sneaker cams. Typically, you will need two phones. You will need one phone that has the sneaker cam on it, then you will need one phone that has the image. You take the phone that has the image, open up the sneaker cam, scan it, boom, it'll pop up and it'll open up for you to be able to purchase the shoe. All right? So, we talked about Sneaker Pass, we talked about Sneaker Stash, we talked about Sneaker Cam. And let's talk about everybody's favorite now, exclusive access. Exclusive access is almost like being this close to gold, because it's like they giving you the script where you gotta be active, you gotta like this, you gotta watch all the nonsense that we put on the Snkrs app, you gotta be active, you gotta be active, you gotta be active. But does that really work? Now, for some people, they say it do. For me, it's never worked. I haven't gotten exclusive access on the shoe in God knows how long. But exclusive access is supposed to be a randomized reward for people who are active on Snkrs app or show interest in the shoe. So say, for instance, these Air Jordan 5 Moonlights that they just gave exclusive access to either today or yesterday, one of the days. That's basically what exclusive access is. They give exclusive access to early sneakers, to members of the Snkrs app that they feel are active, or I guess that they deserve a W. Like, I'm not 100% sure if, you know, exclusive access is as random as a lot of people say it is. I personally do. I don't feel like it has anything really to do with how active you is. I think they just randomly give out access to certain members. Again, Army, if y'all have anything to add, make sure y'all comment everything in the comment section below. I will be reading comments to just see where the Army is at with all of this stuff that goes on the Snkrs app. Now, let's move on to just like your actual Saturday drops. They got a couple ways that they can drop a shoe on a Saturday or whatever. But let's rewind one quick second to talk about a shock drop. Shock drop is when Snkrs app just literally drops a shoe out of nowhere. Most of the time now with Discord groups and plugs, you will hear about a shock drop like a day before. Like me, and I hate to say, but some people say, Break, it's your fault that we don't get shock drops no more. I don't want to give myself that much credit, but I was told that my name has came up in Nike meetings before, and it is what it is. But again, a shock drop is when Nike literally just shock drop any shoe. And it used to be on a routine. We will always get a shock drop in February for All-Star Weekend. Then we will get a shock drop in May for like an OG or like a hot sneaker. Then for back to school in August, we will always get a shock drop. Black Friday shoe always shock drop early, and then the Air Jordan 11 always shock drop early in December. That's how it was for like 3 years straight. But as you guys see, we haven't had a legit shock drop pretty much all year. They did shock drop the Carmines, but they were supposed to have did it already. But everything is just so out of whack, and because of how word gets around now, I feel like that's why they legit stopped doing shock drop. Now here's the fun, and I have to hit my mans up about this. You have 3 different ways a shoe can actually drop, and one of those ways is a Leo. Now, people ask, like, what is Leo? We see Leo in the chat all the time. So Leo stands for Let Everyone Order. And to break it down, my man said it's basically a 2-minute draw. So for instance, for the Air Jordan 5s, the Moonlights, those will be a Leo. And that's when we are waiting in line and it says pending. So we was getting all of these years leading up to this year when they finally start making everything a draw. Now, we know what a draw is. A draw could be anywhere from 10 minutes to 30 minutes, and as we saying this year, a 90-minute for the LeBron South Beach 8. Now, I ain't gonna stunt. The draw has been good for me this year. I hit the Travis Lowe's, I hit the Pollins, I hit the Grade School Lightnings. I've hit a decent amount of things on the Snkrs app this year. Again, I already promised y'all I will no longer complain this year because I hit the Travises. But again, the draw could be anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. And draw basically just allows everybody to get their entries in. And then Snkrs app just select the winner. Now, to be honest, most people like the draw better than the Leo, the regular way, because it allows Nike enough time to actually filter out bots. They say the more time Nike has to filter out bots, the better. So the longer the draw, the better. Now, it was a glitch this morning. For the Air Jordan 1 Shatter Backboard Low Women's, one of my phones said 30 minutes and then another phone said 10. But the phone that said 10 minutes at the 5-minute mark, I got an alert saying I wasn't selected. So that was a glitch right there. And by me seeing that, I already knew that was going to be an L. And then my other phone, which had 30 minutes, after once it hit 20 minutes, it instantly stopped. So it was a glitch on the time. It was a messy draw, but I did wind up hitting one of the flows. And the flow is basically first come, first serve on the Nike app. It still puts you in line, but that is really first come, first serve. A Leo is still pretty much a 2-minute draw. So again, when we're in line on Snkrs app, it's still a 2-minute draw. And this is what I was told, okay? This is what I was told. It's still a 2-minute draw. You have to put in all your entries within that 2 minutes, and then they randomly select. Now, it's been times where after the 2-minute mark, like 9:02, and I've entered and I still got a W. So honestly, with me, I feel like a Leo is still kind of first come, first serve. But when they break it down, they say it's not first come, first serve. It's that 2-minute draw period from 9 o'clock to 9:02. That's where they select the winners. Now, then, I don't fully believe that because it's just like I've entered at 9:03, 9:04 sometimes and got W's. But when I did do that, it was for a heavy release and Snkrs app was just going crazy. Like the Travis Scott Jordan 4s. I was at the mall and it was the same day the Air Jordan 2 Mellows dropped. It was 10 o'clock my time, probably 11 o'clock New York time, 8 o'clock California time. Once I got home and connected to my Wi-Fi, boom, I instantly got a W. So literally an hour after they dropped, because people couldn't get in a draw. Once you in a draw, it was pending. I said, you know what? I'm going to wait till I get home and try. Boom, I got the W. So that right there is still kind of iffy for me, but I feel like everything else is pretty accurate. Army, that's pretty much it. I'm sure I'm probably missing a couple things, but I'm just trying to give you guys just a refresh on what the Snkrs app is. And for those who are new to Snkrs app, bam, I just smacked you with level 1 of Snkrs app. And again, there's levels to it, but we eventually get to those levels. Army, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't smashed that thumbs up, please go ahead and do so. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And other than that, you got your boy Unbreakable. You got the Unbreakable Vault. Unbreakable Army. Stand strong like always. And like the merch says, hug your loved ones. And we out.